What's up, pups? How you guys doing? I'm doing great, thanks for asking. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about moving during the holidays, something that I have done every year. Well, not every year. Almost every year for the past 5 years. It just so happened that when Ian moved down here from Chicago, it was around the October, November, December time frame, so every time that our lease is up, it's always right before Thanksgiving or Christmas, and we have to move. Now, with that being said, we're not being forced to move. Theoretically, we could go month to month, but usually that's a lot more money. You're usually paying about $300 or $400 more than you would pay if you just like renewed your lease. So we've always kind of just bitten the bullet and decided to move during the holidays. And so this will be, will it really be 5? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, oh my god, this is our 5th time. This is our 5th time moving during the holidays. That's insane. Okay, so I would like to say that I have a lot of experience with this, so I wanted to give you guys some pros and cons of moving during the holidays and just some advice since I've done it a lot. So I'll start with the cons because I feel like starting with the good and then going to the bad is just counterproductive. Number 1 would be the cost. Not only are you trying to like budget and plan for the holidays, like holiday spending, but now you have the added costs of moving on top of normal holiday gift giving slash food slash family events. For me especially, like with my budgeting, it's hard enough to already try to get Christmas gifts for all my family and friends and then budget like Thanksgiving food, Christmas dinner, and New Year's, and it's a lot. And moving is not cheap. You have to acquire boxes and packaging. Normally you can go to grocery stores and ask them for their boxes because they end up just throwing them in a trash compactor anyway. So if you're able to go to like a local grocery store or a Walmart or Target, ask if they have boxes available because 9 times out of 10 they do. And if you go to Home Depot to buy moving boxes, which we have done before, it is very expensive. Packaging though is not something that you can usually acquire for free, and that does have a pretty steep cost. I mean, each mattress bag that you have to buy if you want to keep your mattress in good shape is like roughly $10 to $12. So it's a lot of money, not including bubble wrap or like these foam sheets that you get for your dishes. I mean, you can definitely risk it and just get newspaper and wrap everything, but what we've learned from moving is that we end up with more broken dishes than not when we go that route, so now we do get the packaging, and then I try to reuse the packaging with like my Etsy shipments and stuff. So, and then with deciding if you're gonna rent a truck or hire movers, we've never hired movers because it's just way too expensive, so we always rent a truck and then find like friends or family to help us out on the day of our move, but that's also very stressful and it takes a lot out of you. And then that's not even including like the new apartment or like house or whatever you're going to. You have to pay the application fees, the security deposit, and then you have to figure out if you want to prorate. I want to say we've prorated like 4 out of the 5 times, and essentially if you don't know what that means, we are paying to move in early to our apartment. So for instance, our lease in this apartment is up on December 31st, and we do not want to move on New Year's Eve because that would mean that we'd have to be out like the week of Christmas to New Year's Eve, like we'd have to be gone. And that's just not feasible. Like it's just not, it's too stressful of a time to move. There's gonna be no way that we can ask friends and family to help us. So what we did is we signed our lease on the 15th of this month. So we're prorating from the 15th to the 31st. So essentially what happens is whatever our rent is gonna be at the new place, they find out what it is per day, and then however many days we're prorating, we pay that amount. I hope that makes sense. So because we're prorating, we had to pay our rent here for this apartment, our final month, on the 1st, and then we also have to pay on the 15th our prorated rent, and then on the 1st we have to pay our normal rent for our new apartment. So we're paying so much more in rent because we want to get in early. So technically on the 15th we will have 2 apartments. We will still be in this one and that one, but it's just easier to do it that way, if that, it's just, I don't know. And with it being the holidays, you can always ask friends and family to help you out, maybe offer like pizza and beer in exchange for lugging boxes upstairs. So another con is packing. There's nothing more disheartening to me, especially because I love the holidays. I love decorating for Halloween, and then from Halloween straight into Thanksgiving, fall, and then from that straight into Christmas. And with moving during the holidays, you don't really get to partake as much in holiday decor, and so it can be especially like disheartening and sad. It puts me in like a weird mood because I already have anxiety and depression, so it's like it just kind of adds to that. Not being able to decorate is kind of a bummer. So what I do is I pull all of my Christmas decor separately, and if I'm able to load it into my car, then I load it into my car. If not, I put it in the U-Haul so that it's the first thing I'm pulling out, and I literally put it separate from everything else. So if you have like a garage or like a living room that you can just like kind of put it in a corner, you keep all of your Christmas stuff in one place. That way when you're finished moving in and you get like your furniture and stuff set up, the first thing that you're unloading is your Christmas decorations. I've done it every year that we've moved, and it just makes it so much more easy. And then you have pretty Christmas decorations that are up, and it's just nice to look at. So while you're finishing unpacking, you can put on Christmas music and you have lights. And Ian and I always get a real tree because he is like obsessed with real trees. So one of the things we said is that as soon as we're done moving in, we're gonna immediately go get a tree and set it up so that we have the tree ready to go. So yeah, it can be disheartening and a bummer, but also there are ways to, what are you doing? Okay, there are ways to make it not so bad. So on to the pros of moving during the holidays, because surprisingly there are a few. Number one is donations. So when I'm packing for my move, I always have a trash bag for trash, a box for giveaways or donations that I always offer to like friends and family first, and then whatever does not get taken, I donate it, and then I have the boxes where I'm packing. So doing that 3 box / trash bag system, it works really well. What's especially nice is that during the holidays, a lot of donation centers pop up. So you might have like a donation center in your neighborhood or your city that is open year round, but especially around the holiday season, they have these pop-ups that open, and you can actually go on their websites like Goodwill and find out where they have pop-up locations. So it's very convenient and easy to just drop stuff off, and they can always give you a receipt for your donation so that when you're doing your taxes, you can actually use it as a write-off, which is awesome. It counters the moving costs, so you feel like you're getting a little bit back from all that you're spending to move. So that's a perk in my opinion. Another pro, which we kind of already mentioned, is that you have family and friends who have a lot of free time usually. There's like days off or vacation time, so you have more opportunities to ask people to help you, which is always nice. Another big pro is that prices for apartments are usually the lowest that they're going to be around the holiday season, because not a lot of people move during the holidays. It's just too stressful, and it's a busy time of year, and a lot of money is being allocated elsewhere. So if you end up moving during the holidays, it's usually the best time to move because rents are usually the lowest. And the last perk is that it's a fresh start in a new location. I always complain and get super stressed out about moving around the holiday season, but once we're in our new apartment, it always feels so nice to be starting the new year in a new location. A change of scenery, it just like, it's a good feeling. So it's just something nice to look forward to. Like, you know, the moving part and the packing and dealing with all of the expenses, it's time consuming and it's a lot. But then once you're in that new space and you feel like it's just a nice new fresh start. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a good feeling. Anyway, you guys, I hope that this helped you in some way. This is just all of the things that I've learned from moving so many times during the holidays. If this is the first video that you're seeing of mine, hi, I'm Kayleigh. You should subscribe and we can become best friends forever. Make sure you ring that bell and turn on the notifications because I am uploading every day in December for Vlogidays. Links to my Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram are also down below. I'll see you guys in a few days with another video. Bye, everyone.